he's being smart in how he's approaching China, I think, and with his words, too. He's being strong against them, but also recognizing that, to be aware, China's been preparing for this trade war for 10 years. I mean, they've been restructuring their entire economy in preparation for this. And so as we head to the table right now to negotiate with 170 countries in 90 days, we need to be mindful of the fact that, like, China has been hedging their bets and preparing for this, and they're even
they threaten retaliation against anybody.
Of course.
170 countries are important, but there are 15 that matter.
Yeah.
And the top 5 are East Asian.
Right.
It matters because the EU is going to do what we browbeat them into doing. Finally, you got Japan, Korea, Taiwan, Vietnam, India. Those big 5 right there.
Right.
I could throw in Thailand and others, but those big 5 will set the East Asian powerhouses, the tigers, right? Will set the tone, and China knows what's happening.
Right.
They understand these deals have that the center of gravity is with the United States of America in a free trading system, not a mercantilist trading system.
Right.
Or I should say a fair trading system, because there is no free trade.
Right.
But the mercantilist systems of the Chinese Communist Party is over.
Right. Yeah, and I think also their economy is based off of manufacturing, right? And so as we move into this new AI world, which is going to be taking over manufacturing, you have to ask yourself, what is the Chinese economy going to look like as AI begins to take over? And so they certainly have the energy there to be able to power these data farms and different things, but what are they going to do with the human capital, the people that they have? And so China is going to have to deal with that. Besant's been talking about that for a long time as well, but China always is playing a long game here.
And they said this today, she's not going to jump on this. Charlie Gasparino put out that he's playing the long game. Of course, they're at economic war with us. You were there. What are the nations? You went around from Indonesia to Thailand to all of it. What were when you were there with sovereign wealth funds and the business community? What are they saying?
They're saying that they hate China. China is a terrible partner. They don't want to deal with them. They want to do more business with the United States. They are desperate to. But they also have the reality of China being their neighbor, and that the majority of their exports, are between the U.S. and China. And China is going all in on Southeast Asia. I mean, President Xi came into Vietnam. He came into Malaysia. He came into Cambodia. He's on the phone with the Indonesia prime minister, just basically telling them exactly what the Financial Times says right there, of saying, do not do deals with the United States, do them with us. And they come in with bags and bags of cash and basically buy up all of their infrastructure in these countries. And then what happens is when you buy up all the infrastructure in the countries, you can you own those countries when you do that, when you buy up their ports, their rare earth minerals, their LNG. And so we need to be leaning in more on these communities, making sure that they know that we have their back and that they're not just going to be left to China, because China's a terrible business partner for them.